Lovely to be here in St. Patrick's College, Maynooth, County Kildare. This beautiful seminary, also a lay university now too, but established 230 nearly years ago. Nearly 11,000 men ordained here. Incredible faith, incredible outpouring of mission to the whole world from this extraordinary place.
This was the largest seminary in the world at one stage, you know. While the chapel is very fine to look at from the outside, I suppose it's the interiors that, you know, sort of give us the real sense of just how splendid it is of the place. These altars here would have been in the time before concelebration, when priests and professors would have said their masses, and also there would have been the altars where you would have learned how to say mass. As you see, it's splendid. I mean, you know, I know for some of you it's the first time you've seen it. Every time I open those doors, it's always been a wow for me. The decoration of the chapel was about 1880 onwards. Very much the end of the 19th century, and it's very much of a particular style. There's two essential themes that run through the iconography of the chapel. Okay? Firstly is Laus Deo, the praise of God, and secondly is obviously the preparation of seminarians for the priesthood. If you look at the thing there, the finials, these things at the end of the benches, there's over 100 of those. And each of those is different. Each of them has a different plant, tree, some sort of plant life. Okay, so that's the flora. And so the flora gives praise to God. Your ancestors probably paid for this chapel, because this was done by national collection, it was done by voluntary collection. Money was raised, not only here in Ireland, but in America and all the rest of it, but it was raised from, as we say, the pennies of the poor. As you can see, the stalls face each other, okay? So, because it's for the recitation of the office, they don't face the altar, they face each other. So the psalms are sung back and forward and either side to side, okay? And it's the largest choir stall chapel in the world. There's 454 seats individually here. But have a look at the ceiling. So under the ceiling you see this heavenly procession, but you start at the very top and you have angels with censers and candles. Then you have Our Lady, St. Joseph and St. John the Baptist and St. Michael. And then you have this procession of saints. In the days when you were ordained here a priest, you left under this heavenly chorus, but also you left under these saints after whom you were to model your life. The maximum number of students which would have been here, say, before the Second World War, I'd say probably 600. But during the Second World War, there would have been over 1,000 students here. These first three windows, these are by Meyer of Munich. I mentioned Meyer of Munich. Meyer of Munich were basically the IKEA of stained glass windows in the 19th century. So basically what happened was you decided what windows you wanted, you looked at their catalogue, you decided what windows you wanted, you sent off the dimensions, and your window came back in the post, as it were. You paid your money and then they came back in the post. But that doesn't mean to say that they weren't quality windows. In the middle is the window, go out to the whole world, proclaim the good news, which is centered in the windows, because this is what everyone who sat in these stalls was meant to do. Go out to the whole world, proclaim the good news.
What heights of love, what depths of peace, when fears are stilled, when striving cease, my comforter, my all in all, here in the love of Christ I stand.
And every time you come in and you see something different, you see something curious. So,
in Christ alone, who took on flesh, fullness of God in helpless babe, this gift of love and righteousness, scorned by the ones he came to save, till on that cross as Jesus died, the wrath of God was satisfied, for every sin on him was laid. Here in the death of Christ I live.